So I'm from Burlington, North Carolina, and I have a kind of a accent or a slur. We'll go up to New Jersey, and they'll say we talk slow, and I say, "Jeet yet? You want to?" That means, did you eat yet? And do you want to? Or how about this one? How's your mom and them? Tell me I talk slow. I skip 3/4 of the words. So if I get to talking fast, just give me the old weird look like you can't understand me, and I'll slow it down and kind of enunciate better. I'm not trying to go fast and skip anything. There's 5 questions we're going to answer. So if anything you're wondering about, just know that these are going to be answered. Who are we? What do we do? How do we do it? How do we make money? Who else is doing it? I didn't start out wanting to do anything in life. People would ask me, what do you want to do when you get old? And I was like, or older, you ought to become an adult. I'd say, well, I think I still like wiffle ball. You know what I mean? Fishing, hunting, shooting stuff, skinning stuff, frying stuff. So I was just thinking, I never think I want a job. Y'all, I don't know if sometimes people like, I want to play football. Like Bill, he wanted to play professional football, so he played for the Bengals or somebody. So he got to do that. I didn't want to do that, I didn't want to play baseball. Choose 10,000 sunflower seeds and be gone all the time. I was like, football, I don't get a concussion. I still remember in high school when a guy said, you don't have to practice with us because I was a kicker. I was like, wait, you mean I can just wear the suit? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, that's what I want to do. So that's kind of like what I want to do. And so I ended up being an engineer and went to NC State because I just like their basketball team and football and stuff. I like their colors. And freshman year was when Valvano won a national championship. And I didn't want a job. But, you can't get free tickets if you don't go to school there. And I didn't have no money. And my parents didn't have no money. My dad was just a postman. My mom was secretary. And so, but when I was in college, my mama called me one day and she said, we found this deal in Florida. I said, how's it go down? She said, you mail this guy, Mr. Mayor, Jim Mayer. If you mail him, were you part of that? It was awesome. If you mail him $100, he would mail you back $500 in 5 weeks. $1,000, you send him $1,000, he sends you back $5,000. I told my mama, I said, it's illegal. She said, I didn't call to get a lecture. I called to see if you wanted the address or not. And so we got the address and we started mailing money. And I remember my daddy, he was telling us how it was a scam. And then one day we talked to him. Scott, we live out in the country, and we saw him sneaking out to the post office. To the mailbox. He was trying to get his check before we saw it, But it was awesome. And I was like, now I know what I want to do for a living. I want to be Mr. Mayor's friend. And sometimes I run into people that was part of that program. I take it nobody here. Usually somebody's like, that thing was awesome. Because it was until they got, FBI, ATF, local enforcement. Everybody got arrested. I was not a happy camper because that was my career. I was like, what am I going to do now? It was not. You mail money and get mail money back in the mail. It was crazy. And you couldn't do no direct deposits either. You had to mail it. And you mail it back. You go to the post office every day or mailbox every day. It was crazy. And I was like, this is what I want to do. You'd have done it too if you'd have been there. Don't act all high and mighty, you little moral, high ground, Jesus looking. So I went, got a regular job, but at night I was always doing stuff. You know what I mean? And I got these buddies that would do it with me. They'd be like, we're in. You find something? I said, y'all find something? I'm with you. You find something? I'm with you. And so I graduated and I got my real job, wear my white shirt, black pants, red tie, and y'all know, get your nose all up their butt. I'd say, y'all just give a signal or something when you stop to turn because I don't want my nose to go all the way up your rear end. Just sucking up, And I hate it. I like the people, but, the pay was stupid, I'm an engineer, I'm like, how did I get multi-millions? And they're like, they look at me like I was crazy. And I guess I am, but I didn't, I just didn't want to do what they did. And so I started. My wife was a school teacher. She got her master's degree from Fayetteville State. She went undergraduate at UNCG, and she said, "I don't want to work. I don't want to stay at home. I mean, I don't want to go to work when I have a little baby." And I was like, "I don't care." And she was like, "We got enough money?" I said, "I mean, no offense, but you don't make any money. You know what I'm saying? You're a school teacher." I was like, "No, I make enough in one of my scams, to make $25,000, $30,000. I mean, anything, it ain't like you make any money." And I said, "I ain't trying to be mean to you." And she says, "Well, then I'm quitting." I was like, "Well, quit." And matter of fact, we did a retirement video for her. It's on YouTube. It's just crazy. Because I'm not as old as I am now in the video, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And Haley, who's 25 now, I think she had just been born. Yeah, she was a baby holding care. You seen the video? It's a cool video, ain't it? So we were crazy back then, you can tell. It was a great retirement. We pulled up on the curb. It was great. At her school and got her and retired. It does make me cry today. I mean, think about that, I mean, she... time out. I got to tell you. So when we first got married, we didn't want to have kids for a little bit. We just want to have a good time, And then by the time we started thinking about having kids, she started coughing and she got cancer. She had Hodgkin's, and I remember. I mean, I don't want to cry on you but she said, "I'll keep working." I was like, oh. So chemo, radiation, surgery, she worked through the whole thing, kept working. She'd work 3 days, and all 3 days. I told her, I said, "We'll lose everything. I don't care." And she says, "Well, I don't want to lose everything." I mean, I had nothing, but, houses and cars and stuff like that, just normal stuff out of school. And she worked. So for me to tell her she didn't have to work, I was so happy, to be able to tell her that, that she didn't have to work. So I kept screwing around, and I told her, I don't think I got to work anymore. And I mean, I had a decent job. I had 400 employees. I had warping, winding, spinning, all the textile departments in the mill. And I didn't have nothing. And my wife she'd be like, got a little girl and go to private school and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. And so I'd be like, I'll just go sell some coupon books or shirts or something if you want some money. Because it's not that hard. They didn't have no leads either. I just sell them to anybody. I'd be like, "You need a shirt." No kidding. I sell like Carolina State, Wolfpack, different. And my cousin, he said, "You ought to get an insurance license." And I was like, "Why would I do that?" He said, "It's the easiest thing you ever seen to make money." He's like, "The dumbest people making $100,000. I'll be like, I said, "Bo." I said, "What does it cost? About $10,000?" He's like, $250. I said, $250 for a degree? What are we buying them or something? Yeah, he's like, so. And by the way, I can show you how to get it for $150 now. But it was $250. It was at Rendleman's in Greensboro. It was the boringest thing. I thought I was going to die. I remember drinking cups of coffee, and just what kept me awake is not peeing on myself. You know what I'm saying? Just be like the boringest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'll tell you, people go like, "This business is interesting." I was like, "Something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you if you think this is interesting." So I'm fired up, I get this license, and I just start printing money. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And a couple years later, we ended up starting, a group of us got together and figured out how to do the leads and the system. We set this whole system up because there's just so much opportunity. We just couldn't believe it. But so you'd have to get your insurance license. We can't pay you. You can actually, we now have some crazy stuff you can do that you don't even need a license. We can take a person that's $100,000 in debt. We can get them out of debt. Just wipe them out of debt for half. Like if they got $100,000, we can get them out of debt for like $45,000, and give them 3 years to pay it, and just wipe their debt out, and you get paid. I know. I was like, I was like, no. And my buddy was like, "Yeah." And then we got some other stuff. They call it a health matching account. It's really cool with these debit cards. You put it reminds me of my old days. You put $8,700 on the card, but you get $20,000 worth of benefit. But you got to take 3 years to put it on there. It's like the 5-week thing. You got 3 years to put it on there to let them get it to equal, and you get paid commission when these people put money on the card. I know. So anyway, So what I'm going to show you is next to nothing. Like, it's the closest thing to doing nothing that I've found so far. If you got something you think I can do less, give me a buzz. And I just got to make a lot of money, okay? Like, because I like taking care of my family a lot, and I give a lot of money to churches and pastors and NC States. I want another building with my name on it, and I mean, no kidding. So yeah, okay, all right, he's trying to. The guy's trying to schedule an appointment with me. I know what he wants. So I'm going to show you the next to nothing that we do. There is some stuff you have to do. It's a little something you got to do. It's a catch, right? There's always something you got to do. So I'm going to show it to you best I can. I keep seeing all my buddies in here. I'm so appreciate y'all coming out from all around the country, and we got so many great people in here that I've met over the years. So what do we do? What is the Alliance? We're a group of friends that got together, and we sell people different kinds of life insurance, like mortgage protection, final expense, or we get people out of debt. And we got leads. We got hot prospects so we create leads, and then what we do is we teach you how to do it. We call that recruiting. And then you get paid, and the insurance companies pay us. So they pay us to sell, it pay us to get y'all to sell. And then we teach you to get other people to sell, and then the insurance companies pay you, the other people that you get to sell, and then you teach them to what you just did. And so it's just perpetual. It keeps going. That's what I've been doing for 20 years now. I did it 7 years before, but I didn't do it with crazy money like insurance. We just did it with just mailing money off. But, so far so good. So that's what we do. We talk about having fun and traveling. To me, what's interesting is how we have so much fun together, and how we laugh so much, and how we travel so much. I had no idea we'd get to travel like we do, and throw out contests to get people get to go places. So when we first started, we didn't know if it was a lot of work, like a lot of opportunity, because we thought it might run out. If you ever join a company and then the job runs out, like you're out of work. Well, it seems like it's gotten more and more and more opportunity since we've got in, and we started doing the math on how many people out there need life insurance. Every time you look at one of those Gallup surveys, everybody says they need life insurance, but nobody's got it. Hello, us. So how many of y'all, this is your first time coming to a meeting? Just raise your hand just a little bit. Oh my gosh. My goodness. First time? What's your name?
Austin.
Austin, who invited you out?
Brian.
Brian Rojas?
Yes, sir.
He's a good man. There you go right there. Say your first name again.
Austin.
Austin. What kind of work you do?
I work at a call center right now.
Okay. Selling insurance or just creating leads, or what do you do at the call center?
For the insurance, right now I'm in the process of getting my license.
At the call center, what are y'all doing? What are your calls about?
Oh, okay. We work for Hulu.
Hulu. That's streaming service.
Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. How long you been there?
Been working there since October of last year.
They ever give you like $1,000 bonus?
Yes, sir.
What's the biggest bonus you ever got there?
Probably about 500-600.
It's not bad at all. 500 or 600, man. Give 'em a hand. I like that, bro. That's not at all. They do free trips. We do free trips. Swindell, what'd you get deposited last month in your checking account? Listen to this. Yeah, in a month. Here's what I told that boy Chad. I said, if I told you that I found some gold bullion, I was riding down the road, and I remember one time my mama, she said, one time I said, stop! She said, what'd you say? I said, I think I saw a dollar bill on the side of the road. And we backed up, and it was. And mama said, boy, you a money-seeking somebody, you know. I mean, I show you where it was. I can show you where it was in the curves at Lakeview. I said, I think I saw a dollar. If I spotted some gold, if I spotted some gold bullion, and I pulled over the side of the road and I just found it, it's like off the side of a gully, and I mean, it's a bunch of it. You know what I mean? I said, hey, look here. I come to you. I said, look here. You want to go back with me and get something? You'd be like, it's hot today. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. I don't comprehend. For my people down south, I don't comprehend. Why would you not go pick it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not just go get as much as you can? You know, get these people like, is there a minimum amount I'm allowed to do? No. We're not doing minimums. We don't even want you to come work. We want maximums. Like, I would like to go and pick up 1 or 2 pieces of bullion with you. You're not getting in the car. I'm getting people that want to pick up as much bullion as we can get in the car. It'd be like that time I was picking zoysia grass when I was poor. We doing zoysia grass in the back of a pickup truck, and we cut out a square piece and scoop it up, cut out a square piece. We put it in the back of the truck. And front end of the truck wouldn't even touch the ground. It was like right there. And 2 of us had to get on the front of the truck, hold it down, so we could drive the dadgum thing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That's the way I am with the bullion. That's the way Swindell is with the money. Picking up. These guys are up here, they just keep picking it up, picking it up. Other people are like, I picked up enough. I'm like, is that a parable or something you're trying to tell? You know, I picked up enough. That's like lips too red. That ain't ever happened. Skirts too short. Cars too fast. No. Too much money. Them things don't exist, Bo. You done lost your mind. You know? So that's what I told this boy today. I said, I just don't know if you want to pick up bullion or not. You know what I mean? These guys are just picking it up. So it's a lot of it. Hadn't run out. More people. Matter of fact, I'm hiring people today that was 2 years old when we started this thing. Now they're 22. A couple of kids I hired the other day, 18, they weren't even born when we started this. Isn't that crazy? And they're buying the product for themselves. It's just crazy. And then, you know, I guess if this corona thing don't kick off, we'll be all right. There's more people ever in the world ever. And people keep having babies and not dying. People ain't dying and they're having babies. It's just unbelievable how many are. Y'all hear what that boy said? He said, no, that's a serious, I can't joke about something serious. I could. I don't know if I should. I'll do it after the new people leave. All right. So how do you do it? All these books. I done wrote 3 books, and Jeff Bright, the author of this other book, is Bright in the house. Bright, there he is. Jeff Bright helped me write this book right here. All these books show you how to do it. All these agent guides show you how to do it. Everything in it to show you everything. We write it out. We got a promotion guide. That's my favorite thing, promotions. At work, when I work at Textile Mill, you ought to heard them. How'd I get a promotion? I'd be like, oh, y'all people, numb nuts, man. I don't. I hated that. You ought to go to work tomorrow and say, hey, I got a question. Ask them, how'd I get promotion? They're crazy. No, yeah. You get promoted here, basically show you exactly how to go to the top. You can pass the person that hired you. This ain't no pyramid. Ha! You can pass the person that hired you. You can make more money than them. You can get a higher title. You can go on trips even though they didn't get to go. It's just, to me, that was just my favorite, one of the favorite things. It might have been my favorite thing because I always just figured I was just a standard white dude, you know what I mean, 5'11". I ain't even 6 foot tall, you know what I'm saying? I was just standard, you know. I said, what am I going to do special, you know? So when they said you can get promoted, or when we designed the system so you could get promoted, no matter who you are, girls can get promoted, you know. Oh. Somebody asked me, said, how come ain't more girls making multi-millions with you? I said, that's not my fault. I need a girl to do it. All you got to do is put up the numbers. If you put up the numbers, put up your numbers. 18 years old, 22 years old, 65 years old. We don't care. Age don't matter. Did you say come on with it? That reminds me of what that Corona boy said in that video. Come on with it. So that's how you do it. You know what? I think I gave you. Let me see the front of that. The agent guide, change agent. Yeah, that's our magazine. Here's the agent guide that tells you how to do it. We'll give all y'all one. I just don't want to stir it up too much. Y'all be paying attention to that interesting magazine and not me. So that's how you do it. I mean, we have training sessions all around the country. What's your name, sir? Andre. Is this your first time? Yes. Who invited you out? Lou Abadi? Yes. Do you know Lou? Have you met him before? Yeah. Did you know him? How do you know him? Do you answer an advertisement, or did he meet you somewhere?
We actually got policies.
So you bought a policy. You bought 4 policies. I've started to like you a lot. So you know how it works. Did you send in a lead or answer a telemarketer or something?
Yeah, it was online. My wife.
Your wife did something online, and then he called you up and came, sold y'all a policy, reputable companies, and it's real nice how Lou handled it. And he said, "Hey, you'd like to make some money?" That's the way it works. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Does that make sense? So then you go to training classes, you listen to audio, ride with the person who invited you out. They take you around and show you how it works. And I mean, we just basically hand guide you how to do it, and then you start doing it yourself when you feel comfortable. I remember one of the first guys, Roger Laurel, I took out, and hey, Jerker, I took him on 5 appointments. I didn't sell none of them. And I said, "I'm sorry about that, man." He said, "I think I'm going to be better than you." I thought he would be like disgusted, you know. He was fired up. He was like, "You could have sold those if you knew what you was doing." Hey, it turns out I'm a hell of a recruiter, though. Oh, shoot. How do you do it? So that's how we do it. Does that kind of make sense? Direct mail, telemarketers, we got the leads. We usually give people leads in the beginning, so I keep it real cheap so they don't have to pay anything. They're real expensive leads. People always ask me, are they expensive? I go, "Oh, yeah, they're real expensive, but we don't think you can afford them, so we're going to give them to you to get you started." Okay? Now, you can sell to somebody you know for free, obviously, and you get paid on that, too. You can buy yourself a policy and you get paid on it. But so really, I would say how you do it. On the how you do it, the thing that's the biggest is you have to call these people up. You see, does anybody know where my phone is? Did I leave it out there somewhere? I might have brought it in somewhere. I want to show them. Oh, I left out my questions I was supposed to say in the beginning. I'm going to start over. So this is a crazy thing. I'm going to show y'all a screen on your phone you might hadn't seen, and it might shock you. Everybody get your mind right, okay? Okay. Here's the way it goes. Like that right there. You ever seen that? You ever seen it on your phone? You ever seen that on your phone? This is when you don't know the person you're calling. But you have their phone number. Like if you looked it up in a phone book. They're like, "What is that?" That's what I'm saying. They've never looked up a phone. They've never looked up a phone number, or they've never called somebody they don't know. So you're calling people you don't know. I was like, I used to do it all the time as a kid. We'd call them up and tell them stuff. We'd say, "Hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it." We had all kinds of stuff we did. I was like, I'm in. And people say, "You can't do that with these people." Oh, yes, you can. Came with Robert Wilson. Robert's crazy, but I'm going to tell you what. I don't even want to know what he says on the phone. I can't imagine. That's the Sarge guy. I don't even want to imagine. Mona, do you ever hear him making phone calls? Do you get to laughing? All the time. I cannot imagine. But I'm crazy, too, on the phone. I just get a kick out of it. I just laugh about it. I had this guy in South Carolina one time. He had one tooth. He's the reason they invented the toothbrush. He said, had this one tooth right in the center. He say, "They can't eat you, can they, Albright?" He just grinned. I bet, no, they can't eat you. He said, I'm not scared to call them. That's what I was thinking. You gum them to death. That's what you do. All right. So, I wonder if this thing works like that. All right. So, how do you make the money? Here's what you do. My cousin told me this. He said, what you do is you go to their house, and you start to talk junk. First of all, you call them up, find out where they're going to be at home. All right? The reason you got to find out when they'll be home, because if you go when they ain't there, they arrest you. You see what I'm saying? Find out when they're going to be there, and you can't get a check. Find out where they're going to be there. Don't find out if they want to buy insurance. Just find out when they're going to be there. And then go in the house when they're there. Y'all understand these words? I'm talking kind of my language. When they are there, you go in the house. And then you start asking them all kinds of crazy questions. Okay? Like, what was you thinking when you mailed this card? Matter of fact, I got a brochure thing that we do. It's called a ATM thing. Oh, there's a map of all the places around the country we do the meetings. And so if you know somebody anywhere, like this guy right here, the one that was right here, Joseph Dukes, the fruit inspector guy, the water spray, what did he say job? What did you call that job, Joe? Produce manager. He said, I can just see him going, his little chipper attitude, you know. You know. So if you know somebody in Phoenix, he would help train them for you at the meetings. Does this make sense? It's kind of crazy. It's a lot to take in. Like, you almost don't believe it. But I mean, I wake up every day thinking I don't believe it. I live in a house on an island. I live on Treasure Island. Me and my wife and the two dogs in a 5,000 square foot house on the island. Just crazy, you know. We're building. I bought the one beside us too. We're gonna tear it down. We're gonna build another one. And my wife decided she wants a swinging bridge. Is that what you call them? Like a swinging bridge to go from one house to the new house we're building on the ocean. And I want a third floor swimming pool. I know. It doesn't make no sense. So when you're in a house, we got this thing called a manual, and you just flip through it, and it tells you what to say. But the main thing you do is ask them a bunch of questions, like, what was y'all thinking, and how long y'all had this nice house, and what would happen if one of you died, because one of you going to die for sure. Like, I don't know if y'all thought about it, you ain't getting out of here alive, you know what I'm saying? You're going out in the box. I'm not talking about this meeting. A couple people up here are looking weird, and I was like, calm down. So you call these people, go to the house. Does that make sense? Hey, a guy called me the other day. He said he got a response at like 5:30 in the morning. I said, you call him? I was talking to him at 6. He said, no. I said, well, hang up the phone and call him. So he calls him. He calls him back. He said, she's mad because I saw it called so early. I said, did I tell you to find out what her attitude was? You're supposed to find out when she's home. You should have went on over there. She's mad. Everybody's mad at 6 in the morning. I don't know what to tell you. You got a job, you're mad. You should call her back and ask her when she's going to be home. You had her on the phone. That's the hardest thing is get them to pick up. And she picked up. You blew it, boo-boo. I was born for this business. I knew what to do. They told me. They didn't tell me once. I mean, first Amway meeting I went to, I took 5 people with me to the first meeting. I was like, I knew you as a pyramid, we're going to have to hire some more people. And the one was mad. You can't bring people to the first meeting. I was like, we're going to have to bring them next meeting. Might as well bring them this meeting. You know what I mean? It's crazy. She said, nobody wants to get in it either. I said, I'm getting in it before y'all go down because I know it's going to get shut down. Okay, you kind of say how we do it. You call them up. So the toughest thing is calling them up. So you can go to hey, what's who did a lot in one day this week? Any day? How many case? 21.5 today. How many cases? Case? 5 life applications and 3 annuities. It's just picking up bullion, putting it in your pocket, picking up bullion, putting it in your pocket, picking up bullion. It's how much you want to make. I want to see how much you do. We tell people to do a minimum of 30 appointments. And some people say, what if I just did 20? That 20 is fine. You do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, I think you ought to do a minimum of 30. That takes about an hour an appointment. Most people work 40 hours a week. People say, what about driving time? You don't get paid now to drive to work. We ain't going to pay you now to drive to work either. You get paid when you're in the house. Put in 30 hours. Call it a week. You say, what if I want to put in 40? I like you. I'm riding my jet with me sometime. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you $1,000 extra. I'll fly up there in Detroit. I'll give you $1,000. Just come up there. This is how we do it. Okay? All right. How do you make the money? So you go to the house and you talk them into mailing money to the insurance company. Insurance company will direct deposit into your bank account 5 times the amount of money that you get them to send. See why I like it? Before, I had to send my own money. And I was scared the whole time my money was gone. I mail their money. I don't even care. I don't care if I get paid or not. It ain't my money. They're real picky. Like you have to dot the I's, cross the T's. Like they say, what's the doctor's name and number? Like what's the person's name? They really want to know the doctor's name and phone number. Like people just skip that part. I'll be like, dude, that's not going to work. You got to put look, it's an open book test. And you got the person who's originated right there. Ask them, they'll tell you, put them on the piece of paper. How are you missing these things? I tell people, I go, no wonder you weren't making no money on your other job. It just don't make no sense. Huh? Yeah, you're not following instructions. It's like 3 pages. How long is the Life app, Michelle? Like 3 pages. And you get talking to the person. Here's what you should do. Go get the bottle of the medication they got and copy it off of the bottle. Take a picture of it, for God's sake. Lord, have mercy. So another thing we do is we deal with people that don't know how to fill out paperwork. That's a little annoying. But I usually just make so much fun. If they're direct to me, like if I hurt them, I make so much fun of them, they fix it. Because they're really embarrassed. They're like, oh, God, I ain't listening to that all day. You know? So then they start doing it better. And they get paid faster. Okay, so that's how we make the money. So what happens is if that's you, you hire somebody and it links you to them. I remember the same guy, South Carolina. He hit me with that. He said, how they track who goes to who? I hit him. I said, we can use computers, dumb. So you hire somebody in Lakeland, who hires somebody in Tampa, who hires somebody in Miami, who hires somebody in Columbus, Ohio, who hires somebody in New York, who hires somebody in California. And they track it. It all goes to you. And whatever percentage you're on this promotion chart and whatever percentage they're on, you get paid on everybody you've ever connected. Woo! I keep thinking they're going to take them from me or something, but it just keeps building and building and building and building and building and building. And my wife she's just like, oh my, it's unbelievable. And she's very, very conservative. Like she's not like high spender, high maintenance women. She's real low maintenance. But she's been wanting to go to one of the insurance companies took her to the Kentucky Derby, and she's been wanting me to go. And tickets like $6,000 each or something like that, or $5,000 or something like that. And I don't like staying in cheap hotels either. I like to go in real nice stuff. And so, the hotels were just stupid crazy. So we normally go on an all-expense-paid trip to Italy or Rome, or this year we're going to French Riviera, but it's normally that weekend. So the company that gives us the trip did a different week, so it was open. So I said, I got tickets. So I got my secretary. We got 6 tickets, hotel rooms. And she says, and it's real inexpensive, girl. She's like, just very saves money. She says, can me and my girlfriends, because she's taking Tamara Roberts and who else? Beth Katz. And she said, can me and my girlfriends go hat shopping in Charleston? Can we go to hat shopping in Charleston, South Carolina? Hat shopping in Charleston, South Carolina. I was like, well, sure you can. So, but when money just keeps building up, you get to do what you want to do. Like a lot of people say, I want to be rich, so I have a lot of money. I didn't want money. I just want choices. I just wanted freedom, you know. And I was like, you want to take our jet? She's like, no, I'm going to save that money. I'll take a commercial. I was like, okay, baby. You saved like $6,000 instead of having to take the jet. And I was like, you can buy whatever hat you want. And I was like, how much are they? I figured they was like thousands of dollars. They're like $200. I was like, get two. What is your name? Yeah. Kamal. Good to see you again, buddy. You doing good? Kamal's one of our top guys. He's been killing it. You been selling lately? How much you been selling lately? Stand up, come on. You do 1,000? Did you sell it off of a? Tell me how much you say. 1,000?
Yes, but close to 1,000. Yes.
Who did you sell to?
Some local people here in Lakeland.
Did you sell off of a lead or did you meet some people?
No, lead.
Call them up, found out when they was going to be home. Did you get a gift?
No luck with the gifts.
Robert, would you work with him a little bit on how to get a gift? Ain't no sense you come all going to them houses ain't make no gifts. Come on, picking up checks. Look at him. All right, so see how this works. You can hire as many people as you want, anywhere you want. My son-in-law is doing this, and that Stephanie girl, when she called me back, she wanted to hire Chad. I was like, I ain't talking to him. I told my son-in-law, I said, you take him. You know, so you can hire as many people as you want, or you can just give somebody I was like, you help him. I ain't taking all his phone calls. You know what I mean? But I still do hire people, but he's right there where my son-in-law is in North Carolina, and I'm down here in Florida, and I said, you know. But you can hire as many people as you want to. A lot of times, matter of fact, I've given Mike people, and you know, I meet Uber drivers. I'll be like, "You gonna retire as an Uber driver?" And they're like, "No, I don't think so." I'll be like, "I got something you could do." You know, some of them do it, and some don't. Okay, so who else is doing it? Who made over? Who got over $1? No, let's do more than that. Let's say who's got over $100 deposited in your account because of what you're doing with us. Got over $100? Raise your hand high. Over 100. Keep your hand up if you got over $1,000 deposited. Kamal, have you had over $1,000? You've made over 1,000? Almost 1,000. Don't put your hand up. You ain't 1,000. I'm just kidding. Almost 1,000. You ain't quite made 1,000 yet? $970 so far. Okay. Sarge, you got any idea how much money you've made with us? You do the math. Take about a minute. You made 6 figures this year, Sarge, with us the whole time. Whoa. Whoa. Michelle, how much have you made with us? 17,000? So you made 1,700. Okay. In 3 weeks? But you just get started? Oh, you started in February? You made $1,700 in February? What I'm talking about, buddy? You figured, do you know how much you've made with us? Do you know how much you've saved since you've been with us? All together. That's like, how much have you made with us? How much?
18,000.
18,000. You got any idea?
I don't have any idea.
Well, do the math. Get your phone out. Do your calculator. Sarge's over there working away, Bo. He's going to tell you in a minute. You put $12,000 this month in the bank account? $12,000 this month. Stand up. How much did you sell?
25,000. A little over 25,000.
That's the guy going to be coaching you right there. That's the mentor right there. He's setting an example. That's your friend right there. All right. Isn't that crazy? Sarge, he's still calculating. Is it Blake? You got any idea how much you've made, Blake? 40,000 so far? How long have you been with us? Right out a year. Okay, not bad. Your mentor, you know how much your mentor made the first year? How much? 6,000. He was living with his mom and daddy. He's the guy that introduced me. He was living with his mom and daddy, playing video games. Isn't that right? There he is right there. You know? What's your name? Zach, who invited you out?
Blake.
Blake did? You known him a while?
For a little bit, for a few weeks now.
Just a few weeks. Did you meet him through an advertisement, or did you buy a policy like he did?
No, I actually was looking for a job, so I was looking to find something, and I saw the tri-state thing, so I applied for it.
And Blake hired you. Well, he's brand new. Made 40,000 first year. Would you be fired up if you made 40,000 first year?
I'm ready to.
All right, Sarge, let's hear that number. 1.3 million. I'm with you. That's good. It's just I had this friend. He said it's fun making money. It's fun making money. It's fun in picking up bullion. Over 100,000. Over 100,000. If you've made all told, you've made over 100,000 with us. Raise your hand. Over 100,000. Look at these people who made over 100,000. If you made over 500,000 with us so far, raise your hand. Who's made over 500,000? 500,000. Over $500,000. Y'all come down here. Everybody's made over $500,000. Come over here. Wow. Wow. Because, see, you don't have to quit your job. You could make this on the side. You could do this on the side. You could, peace. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. I hadn't seen you sitting there. Terry, buddy.
What's up, boss?
What's going on, man?
I'm just scratching, boss.
Scratching like a daggum big dog. Uh-oh. Andy. Nice shoes. Nice. What's up, stud? Over $500,000. This is a bunch of people that made a bunch of money. This is who else is doing it. And these people will be teaching tomorrow. I will be teaching tomorrow. We're going to do some training afterwards. No, we don't want, we break up here. We're going to say, hey, everybody's brand new. Get to, go away from here. Matter of fact, turn around. Let's give some of these things out while we're talking. That way we won't be fighting so hard to try to get them out to people. Is there, if there's any questions, like if I hadn't covered it, I'm not like trying to go fast. I mean, I just, if there's any burning questions, you get your license in one state, and then you get your reciprocal. You don't have to take a test in every state. You just pay the money. South Carolina sends you $10 if you get in. If you say, I want to sell in South Carolina, they'll pay you. New Jersey, they're expensive. You got to pay them $250 or something like that to sell up there. They're all, I just forget it. Say, forget it. I ain't going to sell there. I forget that. That's where Jan, where's Jan? I know she's, you ain't made over $500,000 with us. Huh? How long you been with us? 5 years. Yeah, you'd have to make average. How much have you made? About 400,000. Don't you sell up in New Jersey? The what? Costs a lot to come sell up there, don't it? Like $270. Non-residence license. $270. Huh? 170. Oh, that's not too bad. 170 you can sell in New Jersey. So you need to get a non-resident if you want to sell. You can fly around the country, sell wherever you want to, get paid, go up to Chicago, sell for a little bit, go down to Miami, sell for a little bit. I've sold in a bunch of different states. These guys have sold all over the place. How about, man, there's a bunch of y'all. Let's do, Mike and Carrie, let's do just real quick names and how, let's say how much you've made so far and what kind of work y'all did before. And if you had 2 different jobs, like pretty quick, just kind of pop through because there's a lot of people. I don't want to get into life stories and where you're just born upside down naked. And
Mama had to spank
Uh-oh. You do your math before I get to you.
James and Jane Hill. Out of Burlington, North Carolina. Background, Marine Corps, homeschooled, door-to-door sales. We sold carpet and flooring in-home with Empire. You guys got Empire today down here? Last year, we were this close to breaking 400,000. So, in the year before that was like 350. Somebody else do the math. Add it all up, because yeah. So, at least $2 million so far. At least $2 million so far.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm out of Tampa, Florida. I've been with the
Big Mike.
I've been with the organization for about 10 years. I've made just about $1 million in the last 10 years. Prior to this, I used to restore cars all over the country.
Restore cars, really? That's awesome. Joseph Dukes, 13 years. Last 13 years made right around 2.4 million. Last year was 340,000. So pretty fired up. And this year we're gonna smoke that one like a cheap cigar.
That's right. Good job. Terry Edwards, proud of this. I was in banking and I used to do a little dancing on the side, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, been here 4 years, made over 720,000.
My name is Olga Mathis, and my husband's Jason Mathis. I used to be a luggage handler for 25 years in American Airlines. My husband used to be a banker. He knows about the money.
Yeah. Let's see. She's been with the Alliance for 7 years, and I've been doing it 5.5. We've made right over $1 million.
Everybody, Junior Korea.
Hey, Junior.
Before this business, I was a high school student. Go Red Devils. They're not out there. Oh wait, no, never mind. Anyway, been with the Alliance for 8.5 years. This is my wife Giovanna, and somewhere between 800 and 900,000, somewhere in there.
My name's Katrina Gustin. I've been with the Alliance for 4 years. I was a claims adjuster prior to this, and somewhere around 625,000. Almost 28,000 last month, and over 35,000 this month.
Hi, we're Mike and Carrie Williams from Ohio. We've been in the business, it'll be 10 years in September, and I'm going to let the money man tell you what we did, because I do the sales, he does the money.
Carrie has a sales background. I'm in insurance claims work in my background, and we've probably at least over $1 million at this point. So,
hey y'all, Staff Sergeant Robert Wilson, my lovely wife Mona. Originally, she's from India. I'm from Philly. Don't hate me. 9.5 years and right about 1.3 million. That's probably very conservative background. She's did sales. I did sales, credit card sales, dividend miles sales, Comcast door to door, Sloman Shield home alarm sales, and military for 21 years. So.
Hey guys, Brant Swindell out of Jacksonville, Florida. Been with the Alliance for 7 years, and in that 7 years we've done $1.4 million.
How you guys doing? Mike and Michelle Alleman from Houston, Texas. Before this, I ran information technology with the University of Houston. And Michelle?
Before this, I was an accountant, and I did sales for credit cards, other things. Been here 13 years and right at $4.2 million.
My name is Michael Owens. My wife Angie and I live in Orlando, Florida. We've been with the Alliance for 15 years now, and we're just at $5.1 million.
Andy Riddle. Prior to this, I worked for Merrill Lynch, and I've been with the Alliance now for 13 years and made about $7.5 million.
The way it's going, what's it looking like you're going to do this year?
We'll be over $1 million this year, so for sure.
Good deal. Would y'all give out that material? Did y'all give the material out? Guys, we want to have a training session. I want to talk for 3 more hours about how this business works and show you the script, what you say. We teach you the script on the phone, what you say in the house, where they sit. Brian will tell you everything. You with me? How the products work. It's a lot to learn, but it's simple. Basically, if the client dies, the insurance company pays them, and we get to go get that money and put it in again and get paid again. Does that make sense? See how that works? We just get paid to move the money. So the first money, $85 a month, $100 a month, we move it to the insurance company. If they die, we get $200,000, then we take that $200,000, we put it back to the insurance company and get paid again. Does that make sense? Just keep give our job. We work for the insurance companies: Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, Foresters out of Canada, Columbia Financial Group, Allianz. You might have heard of that company. Big name companies that we work with, and they pay us to go out and have a blast and do, in my opinion, next to nothing other than talk on the phone all the time and go to people's houses all the time and picking up gold bullion is what I call it. And there's a lot more people in here. Mike Maurici's down here from Chicago. Is that right? Tim's in here from Georgia. So we got all kinds of people in here that are doing all kinds of fun stuff and helping changing lives and actually making a difference and mentoring people and showing them how we do it and how they can live different in America. Because it bothers me. A lot of people say, like, America's not nothing left, opportunity, and it's hard. And I'm like, we should talk to you, We should share with you what's been happening for us the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, what's been happening to us and what we see in America. We just see a bright future. We see all kinds of opportunity, and we want to share it with as many people as we can and see if we can change lives and get these people covered with life insurance and get them out of debt. All right. You want to hang around? I'd love to meet you if you're brand new and say hello. And I know it's a bunch of brand new people. I wish I got to meet every single one of you. All right, wrap it up. Let's take about a 10-minute break. Thank y'all for coming. Appreciate it.